Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Krastorio 2 playthrough. And in our last episode we got copper and iron fully smelting at blue belt speed, though I haven't really put blue belts on them yet. We do have blue belts automated and going. It's taking a little while to get enough for all the underground belts and everything, but eventually those will build up. And I'm thinking I want to do a huge components build because we're going to need a ton of them. And so I might even do 90 per second. Dave, you're right. Who are you and what have you done with Krydax? Is what he said when I mentioned, I think what I'm going to do is actually do a train-based system. So essentially all we need is oil and stone. And oil can be, or I guess coal, oil, and stone. So what we're going to do is we're going to ship the raw materials in and make the whatchamacallits just from raw materials. So we're going to set up this whole thing just for components. Maybe a bit overkill, but that's fine. Okay, that also needs to come from light, and light needs to come from heavy. So then I matrix solve. Okay, so I could do that. The other option, instead of 372 oil per second, because that's a crap ton of oil. Also, why did the stone... Oh, I did up to 90, that's right. Okay, 90 is a bit extreme. I'll start with 45, and then I can just copy the whole thing. If I need more than 45 a second, which I'm sure I will eventually, but... Okay, so we build this. I should probably do productivity in all the places it can be done. Okay, and then we'll obviously do speed modules and everything on all the beacons. Okay, so that's there. I could do that, or instead, another way to get the oil, the petroleum gas, would be coal liquefaction. So let's remember 120 oil. I'll just put it in here. Or the other option would be... There's also coke liquefaction, which is interesting. That takes an extra step of adding wood to coal. But then we get light oil instead of heavy oil. In the exact same amount of time. I think this is maybe still better. I don't actually know. 70, so that would be 65 coal a second. No, sorry. Yes, here we go. There we go. Okay, 30. So I would need 27 coal per second to essentially... Oh, and that's without productivity. Hold on. Take the horses and hold all of them. Okay, so that's better. 18.3 coal per second versus 120 oil. So that means each coal ends up being worth about 6 oil. What's my total output here? It's only 417. But if I'm thinking in terms of coal numbers, that's like 80. Yeah. 80 coal. Oh yeah, and producing steam. Yeah, I'll just go with the oil. I'm gonna run out of oil eventually, though. We're gonna hopefully find more oil somewhere. There's some up here, but not a ton. Oh, there's a nice big uranium patch for the future. Gosh, look at that iron. Probably never gonna need it, but we have it. This iron. That's actually not gonna last us. That's only 700,000. Okay. Interesting. I could always find one of those stupid big coal patches like that one that's 5 million or something, and just set up coal, or 6 million up here, and set up the coal liquefaction on site, and then ship petroleum gas, because that's maybe light oil. I don't know. I'm spending too much time thinking, not enough time doing. Also, I need to turn off those notifications. Where do we do that? Errors and warnings only. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it. So I'm going to need a lot more rails. So we'll grab that. Oh, and then the other thing I should do before I leave the base is automate tier 3 assemblers. So one more addition here. So we'll do that. We're very short on those tier 1 speeds, clearly. And I think I'll go for 2 stacks. Yeah, why do I really not have any speed modules over here? What's going on? Are they just all getting used by me wanting 100? Yeah, what it looks like. So these are slow. 12 a minute. That's I think slower than I remember it being. So essentially we would need here. I'm just gonna change these first of all. And then I'm gonna make them even faster. So there we go, that's over triple, almost quadruple the speed that I had before. Components are going to continue to be a problem, aren't they? That's why we're doing this whole new build. It never stops. Okay, well, at least I can start setting stuff up. So we're going to run down here. We're going to extend the main 2 tracks straight for a while. And then I'll go on the south side of these tracks. Did that all build? Did not. Okay. Just to make sure I have enough space, we're going to go pretty far out. Alright, and then, oh gosh, we are going to need some more termites, aren't we? So we're going to do a T intersection. That's not the train stuff. So we're going to put that there. We're going to need some serious termiting. Beautiful. Okay, also all these. Okay, goodbye trees. Get rid of the rest of the stuff. And then we've got our station. Allow for a couple more stackers. Because well, this way, because I'm going to need multiple resources coming in, so that's why we need more stackage available. Like so. And then, like we did with the other one, these are going to need to be chain signals here. those are regular signals. Then there's a chain signal here. So that means they'll only come into the intersection if there's space in the stacker that they want to sit in. And then once they're sitting in a stacker, they'll be going back this way to unload into multiple unload stations. Okay, I think I like that. And then this is going to be a requester that's off by default. Perfect, perfect. So then really I just need to copy the unloader set. And then that will be copied. How much space do we need? Maybe 4 more squares. Seems good. So that'll be coal, stone, and then oil. Obviously is a little different because it's a liquid, but same general principle here. Beautiful. And then these all, oh, that's kind of annoying. So there's literally no way I can do this, is there? So then I have to go, I either have to move the whole thing over 1 square, or I have to do this. I literally don't have room to do that. That's kind of funny. Interesting. Can I do this? No, that doesn't work either. Crap. Yeah, we'll just move the whole thing over by 1. Then I don't have to worry about that. Excuse me, I would like you to be here, and I would like you to be here. Thank goodness for nanobots. Holy cow. I mean, I could just use regular construction bots too at this point, but... Okay, hopefully that works a little better. Okay, yeah, and that way they'll wait in the stacking spots because of chain signal until the one they're going to is clear. Then they'll head in. And then this should now work to merge in with that, and this one should also be able to do the same thing, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. And I actually just want that to all be one block there. They won't go in there if there's another train. One train will sit at the front here. Get into the intersection and then leave. Okay. Alright. A couple more LTN stops. A couple more LTN combinators. This is going to be liquid, so that's a totally different unloading tactic. What do we do for that? Something simple. Looks like. So that's here. So there's oil. Okay. Build some more combinators, and then we said stone, coal, and whatchamacallit, oil. So your coal, your stone, and now these inserters are like crazy fast, so that's nice. And then we'll be able to upgrade those to blue soon. And then this is oil, which we don't really need anything special for because the way this already balances, it's like we're putting it into one warehouse, basically. And then that'll pump out. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I need to actually hook these up because that's what I forgot last time. So you connect. That can just barely reach. I'm honestly surprised it can reach, but it does. Okay. So then you, sir, are stone. 100 stacks on. You, sir, are coal. 100 stacks on. And we're probably going to need to add like 2 more trains. Because now trains aren't just raw materials to the main base, they're also going to be moving raw materials to here and components from here to the main base. And you are crude oil. Oh, and how much? That's 200k? But a train holds... How the heck much? 50k. So... 180k? Seems fine. Oh, and then these need to be powered up, otherwise they can't unload. So let's go get the power hooked up. And it's telling me I'm out of trains, which is not surprising. I knew I'd run out. But there we go. Oh, we need a radar down there. So this will be our component making area. Hopefully we've got a decent backbone of an infrastructure here. Here comes our first shipment already. That was fast. And then just put this down here, I guess. So there's my coal. Here comes my oil. Oh, cool. Those have like a little thingy that attaches. Oh, earlier I thought it was about the rotation. It's about whether it's next to a track or not. So is that how it works with the vanilla pumps too? I guess I've just never seen that. That's super cool. Okay, that's empty. And there's the stone. Sweet. All right, so you can see how fast this fills up now with all those stack inserters. And there's even faster inserters and more stack upgrades. So we are going to be fine with that. Once we have nuclear locomotives and faster loading and unloading, things get pretty crazy. Okay, so then basically we just need to build this. Except not the coal liquefaction version. Just the regular petroleum from light oil from heavy oil, and everything from advanced processing. So this is all we have to build now, but with productivity. Okay, so more or less I should pay attention to the building summary here. We won't be exactly on, but we'll be close to that. So until I have all that stuff, I can't really build this. And how's all my uranium doing? It's looking pretty good. I've used up about 100k of this. And my little roulette here seems like it's working. Oh my gosh, we have 65. Oh, right, I forgot about this one. We don't need that anymore. Oh, crap. I'll just put that in the output there. Okay, so let's see what happens without that now. So that works. It does grab when it's fully condensed, but not otherwise. Cool. Okay. And then this requester now needs to request uranium 2, 3, 5. Probably just like 20 of it. And that'll do it. Cool. Oh, weird. It like automates or activates, but not long enough to actually grab something. Very interesting. But that means power is good to go long term without any more babysitting. Finally, we're done with that. Looks like those got turned on. Heating up. Probably we'll get all the way to 1,000 degrees. Maybe not. Alright, so in terms of buildings, I'm pretty sure I have the crushers and filtrations. Yeah. Can't, there's not like a checkbox. I do need the assembling machine 3s. Hopefully the automation has done some good. Yep, there's 31 of them. And then chem plants, I only need 20, which I've got. Oil, I have 9. So I have all the buildings. I need some more beacons. 30 should do it. Now modules. Modules are the problem. I need far more modules than I have. Gosh. Yep. It's just gonna keep happening though. Well, the good news is it'll take me a minute to build all this, so hopefully I'll have some more modules by the time I'm done building it. My only consolation. But I have everything else. Oh, and belts. What's the fastest rate here? I think red belts should be okay. The quartz is a little bit above 30. So that could be nice to have a blue belt for. Stone is interesting. I might just be direct feeding a lot of sand. I might be direct inserting a lot of sand. Should I direct insert sand? Maybe. Maybe. I'll have to see. Oh well. I was going to upgrade stuff with blue belts, but it looks like I don't need to, because the red belt of iron and copper is actually fine currently. Because weirdly enough, modules don't use a ton of iron or copper at tier 1 or tier 2. It's tier 3 that starts to add in a lot more. And belts. How are belts? Belts are not good. Why are belts not good? Belts are... This has no plates. Why are there no plates here? Ah, that is the old plates here. So what we actually need... And that's the old copper. Oh, interesting. Does copper need to be on that? Or is that copper not getting used at all? I think that copper is not getting used at all. So that's good. And that's unnecessary. So then really we just need iron on that belt. So I can just do that. Get rid of all this. Who knows what this was. But we have no need for it anymore. Oh, that was coal. I actually needed that. Very much had a need for that. So coal is now here. Let's just make sure we're set up for maximum speed on all this. And then we do need coal up here. For bricks. Those are still important. But we don't need this. Okay. So copper's good. Alright, there we go. So that should fix my weird... Who knows what's going on there. That should get belts running again. And I guess I'll take a couple stacks so that I'll have them. And I think that should do it. Coolio beans. So let's go build ourselves some components. Should I drive? I guess I can drive. Do I have fuel? No, I don't have fuel. That's not what I meant to do. I don't have vehicle fuel. Sad day. Just doing some cleanup here while we run back. There's all kinds of stuff. Alright, so this is all set up now. So, bam. Bam. And what were the numbers? So 1 belt of stone, kind of like a half belt of coal. And then a bunch of oil. Alright, here we go. Let's clear the landing area for all my buildings. And hop right in. So oil first, because that's the most annoying. And that's actually where the coal goes as well. So I'm going to need technically 5 plastic makers. So we'll put those there. I will put the bacons here. Then I think I'm gonna need a couple more here. So that's those 2. I'm gonna need 3, so let's put 1 plastic there. I'll actually put the heavy oils here. Got it. Okay. And then we're gonna need 9. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8 for beacons. We can put beacons on the back side of the refineries. That should be okay. Okay, I don't want to break the vertical or the horizontal line there. Alright, that's 9. Advanced processing. Get all those set. Okay, so we need probably more pipes than we have. I forgot to bring extra pipes, so we'll have to go back and get more. Advanced fluid handling makes this kind of thing so much easier. Because literally you can just hook everything up the exact same way. And then oil needs to go over here. Yeah, I'm already out of 1 to 2s. So I'm going to need a lot of those. And then water overall, 1 water thing should be enough for everybody. Okay, so then how many is that for plastic? 5? Yeah. Okay, now that needs to be a 1-directional because then this has 2 different things plus the light oil. Okay. Then we need some basic top-ups. So water goes into everything. Don't need to worry about anything priority with that. So first priority is in terms of heavy oil, it just all gets used. but then the light oil that comes out of heavy oil compared to the light oil that comes out of this, we need this to be a top up. Let's just say to 50. So then the light oil will always get used from the heavy oil first. And then that will go into the petroleum cracking. And then the petroleum from the light oil cracking will always get used first. And we'll do that the same way with a top-up valve into this system. And then that will have to join in to the petroleum here. Whoa, JD Plays! Oh my gosh, thanks for the raid. 99 people. Welcome, everybody. We are currently setting up a giant build for electronic components in Krastorio. It's been a good time so far. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for the follow, Kuda. G'day, mate. My Australian accent's not great, but I'll do my best. Alright, and then, so we want, yeah, we want the petroleum like that. Thanks, everybody, for the follows. Really appreciate it. Okay, so then we need to power this bad boy up and go get a bunch of pipes. All right. Awesome, Sauron. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. I do stream. Generally, I stream my way into YouTube, because then it gives, you know, the YouTubers something interesting to see. People pointing out my mistakes. I know I've watched people on YouTube before, or I've watched VODs of Twitch, and I'm like, man, I really hope someone points out that mistake that he's making. So it helps keep me honest. All right, I need a lot more pipes for all this. A lot more pipes. So we're using advanced fluid handling for all these. You know, I should probably let these build up to like 3 stacks. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because they are kind of slow. Actually, they're very slow. How, let's see. Is there a way I can count how many I need? I mean, in total, there's 84, and I think I already had 50, so I probably have enough now. Okay. Cool. Let's not get hit by a train. I'm so not careful when I walk over train tracks. Very dangerous. Hey, Catalion. Decon filter. Oh, yeah, to the entity goes. I always forget about that. Gosh, I need to use that more often. That would tell me how many I need. I don't know why I can't, like, remember that exists, but I don't, ever. Alright, so we've got all this, and then I need water, which I just have the water well mod, which I'm perfectly happy with. So there's some water, and then this needs to be water, and then there's also water here. Okay, so it looks like heavy oil's not connected. That's right, probably because I never connected heavy oil. That will do it. Okay. So heavy oil is connected, light oil is connected, petroleum is not connected. Somehow I hooked up crude oil here. Oh, okay, I think that was just a mistake from before. Okay, so yeah, this is the one we need to connect over to there. Oh, but now that has water in it. So that was a two-way underground. So now we need to flush. I don't know, flush everything. There we go. All right, and then we just bring in the coal, and I also need some speed modules here. And I don't know how many I need for my... What's my overall rate I need for output? 78.46. Oh, well, I already have that, but I don't have enough. Hey, thanks for the follow, Cal Jericho. I also need prod modules. So that gets me to 89.43 out on petroleum. Okay, that's plenty. So I don't even really need beacons on this end. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, and then here we've got 20.2 out, which is enough. And that's the main thing we care about. And then the other thing I need to check is the heavy oil. This can use up to 96, which is more than enough. This is where it gets a little messy to calculate. So the light oil cracking needs to use up to 95 to make the petroleum. I severely overbuilt this. Oh, I didn't have beacons set on any of those. Cool. Okay, well, I massively overbuilt this then. Whoops. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Picker pipe tools. Oh, there's another picker tools that I should be using. For some reason, I'm so hesitant to add more, even though the ones that I have are so useful. But I very much should. Alright, so we're going to run the coal in here. Bing, 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 bing. And ta-da, plastic out. Okay, and we'll balance that on the belt there. So we've got 2 lanes. Got it. Okay, so back to the other objects. Now we got to deal with all this stone. That's so interesting that you both are saying that. I need to try that because I've been using advanced fluid handling now for like, I don't know, 6 months without that. And I've actually been able to do it pretty well. But I should try out that mod you're talking about. The picker pipe tools. Okay, I'm going to move the radar out of the way. And now I need 4 crushers. I'm just going to leave a lot of space here. 4 crushers. And the stone will be out here because I have the ultra long inserters. Oh, I meant to go one further, but that's fine. 8.57, is that fast enough? Yeah, if I'm splitting 30 between 4, then each one needs about 7.5. Just to be safe, I'm going to double up the inserters. But as soon as I get more stack size, that would even get faster. And if that was a blue belt, that'd be faster. So, okay, so that's set up there. I am going to need, according to this, a bunch of beacons. A bunch of bacons, so I'm going to throw all those down. And here's what we're going to do. That's going to be one belt. And then this is going to be another belt. Technically, I need 3 belts, but if these are blue belts, then that should be fine. So we'll make these blue belts. I also don't have a blue belt upgrader. So I'll leave the yellow to red as its own upgrade planner. We'll throw in another one here. That will be from red to blue. All the red things. I haven't even built a blue loader yet, but we can. Okay, so I actually want this to be blue then. Okay. Now that says 15 per second, but that's just because we don't have any speed modules on it yet. It should get much, much, much faster. We do have speed. Let's throw these in here. And then we can see 37.5. Yep, that's pretty fast. And that's without productivity, which will make it even better. Okay, so that takes care... Oops, don't do that. Takes care of a few things. Now we need slightly more than one blue belt to go towards the filters, making quartz. Those go into furnaces, and then the rest of the sand goes into furnaces. So there's a part of me that wants to just put sand and quartz on the same belt. Is that crazy? Well, the furnaces have to have the recipe selected anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We're gonna need 4 of these. I also have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 6 affecting each. That was probably inaccurate. At least for this, I might need a 5th one. What's the total rate here? 34? Yeah, this wouldn't have been enough. That's only 28.5. And we need 86.4, so that's not enough either. Although prod, I think, will make up for it. We'll find out. We will find out. Okay. Anyway, for this, we need water connections. So we'll do that somewhere up out of the way. And the sand needs to come over. We kind of need both belts. But then we also need splitting. Oh, I didn't get any blue splitters. Can I handcraft? Yeah. So then we need an output priority right. So that's going to send all of its stuff to the glass making. So then this goes past. And let's see. If 5 of them are eating 54, then each of them is eating about 12. So once we do the first 2, we should be able to split back into 1. Okay, so that should do it. And then we use our extra long inserter boys for output of quartz. So there's the quartz, and that is 32, so that does need to be both sides of the belt there. You can go on to both. And that actually needs to be blue belt too, unfortunately. I'm gonna run out of blue belts, I think. Okay, check. And now we need a bunch of smelters, which I think I'll do one more line of beacons with smelters on each side. Or no, maybe I'll do, because we also need the assemblers. I kind of forgot about that. So we'll do beacons in the middle, smelters on that side, and then I need more beacons too. I'm out of everything. Okay, so 2, 4, 8. Might need 9 for glass. 8 for quartz or silicon. Okay, and then we're gonna need 16. All right. Well, everything's there. Now we just gotta hook it all up. So quartz actually is gonna be better if we go down with the belt. And it's kind of convenient. I can just grab right off of that. Like so. So we'll do that. And then output. What's the output there? What do I do? Full belt? Half belt? Blue belt? Because I can do a half blue belt or a whole red belt. I think I like whole red belt better because then I can expand it later with less fear of belt throughput issues. So we do whole red belt for that. And that'll come back on this end. Yeah, because thankfully due to long inserters, like so, we can just have 3 belts of ingredients. So I'll just get those all copied in. Okay, and then this one for glass, it's the exact same amount. But that's where the sand comes in here. Ingredient. Now I'm out of inserters. We literally have nothing left. Oh wait, we need the alternating. I wish you could mess with ghosts with Bob's adjustable inserters, but you can't. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so then you'll come down, and you'll just kind of underground your way through the rest of this. All right. That's ingredient 1, ingredient 2, and then plastic, which is way up here. I think I'll just go around the top for that. Sweet. Okay. Well, I need a bunch more stuff, but everything is ready to go. Oh, and then the output. Now, the output here is 1 full blue belt, so I need to alternate those as well, like this. And then a blue belt out. I'll need to load that onto a train. And then we'll be done with our components build, which then, that's a nice thing. I can just copy paste if I have to. And I could probably delete some of this empty space in the middle here. I could even kind of nestle this into here, and it'll be a lot skinnier. Okay, well I need to go grab objects. Many objects. So I will go do that. And then once we finish that build and get that stuff loaded onto a train, I think I'll probably have to call it an episode. Because we've done 4 in a row here. And I need to take a little break. And technically the Super Bowl is happening. I don't really care, but I may watch some of it. Who knows? So what's going on with nuclear fuel here? Are we still good with nuclear fuel? Yeah, it looks like we're fine. Let's go up and look at our... Oh yeah, we're good. It's starting to back up, which is awesome. And how's our power usage? Okay, we're at 170. Once I kick this thing on, that'll be another 100 megawatts maximum that we could use. Alright, the next thing I need to do is some blue requests. So I'm going to do 300, we're going to do 50, and I'm going to do 20 splitters just for now. Okay, and then it gave me more inserters. Hopefully we have enough of everything except modules. I know I'm not going to have enough modules, but that's kind of why we're doing this, is because modules use 1,000,000 components. 10 each for the tier 1 modules. So what's crazy is all of this is still not even enough components for 1 tier 2 module per second. All of this is not enough for that. Crazy. All right, I might as well do the loading in the same spot. So this means you gotta go a little farther. And that oil's in the exact wrong spot. So try this. All right. So this will be our loading station. LTN, connect. Provider, provide threshold. What did they stack to? I think they stacked to 200, so we'll do 40 stacks on the threshold. And then stack loading. Loading here. Okay. It's all still good. These are connected. So then I'm going to need to bring the blue belt up and split. Into those. And just because I have more red belts, I might do something like that. Well, but I need 2 red belts. Never mind. Actually, and the funny part is I don't have more red belts. I have more blue belts right now. Alright. Components. Connect. Okay. Now let's just see if we can get the rest of this stuff built. Or if I'm still short. Looks like I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to need some substations in here. Same with in here. So blue undergrounds. Let's do that. Okay. Probably one more right there. Nice. Speed on the beacons, very important. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I need 2 up here. No matter how I place them. Alright, we're running. Woohoo! Yes, all the components. So I still need a lot more modules to come down here. But this should end up, once we're done moduling it out, should end up being a 45 component a second build. Oh, and this probably should be attached back to the train network, shouldn't it? Oh, does that not connect properly? Looks like it doesn't. Okay, there we go. We'll do that. And then we need one more signal here. I guess in this case I can have an extra signal. Yeah, like right here. Not that I don't think we'll ever need that, but just in case. Alright, so then oil in coal and stone, and we have this beautiful belt full of components. Awesome. And actually, I think it is keeping up speed-wise. We just need some more productivity to save on raw resources. Because this sure looks like a fully compressed blue belt to me. Hooray is right. So that'll fill up, and then we'll be able to request that. Put that on the bus, and then I won't need as much of my base dedicated to making components. Because that'll be a full blue belt. So I'll have to bring that in maybe over here. And then the nice thing is I can easily just copy that and paste it somewhere else to get double the amount. So that's the purpose of doing stuff like this, is it kind of gives you future proofing if I ever need more. The only thing I didn't do is it's not built with those in-game assemblers, which eventually could be a good thing. But yeah, so we've gotten to 55 minutes on this YouTube video, so I think I'm going to have to call it there, but we will utilize those components in our next episode. So for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.